Hi, Teresa here. I hope you're all keeping well there. This little video is going to be me sharing with you a calming technique that you can use anytime you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. So sometimes somebody will come into the clinic and before they've even settled in for their consultation, I'll notice that they're very on edge, they're anxious. Maybe that's why they've come to see me about anxiety. And it's not that I'm particularly scary or anything, but it can be overwhelming. I'd like to think I'm not scary anyway, but it can be overwhelming to meet a stranger and have to talk about your problems. And if you're an anxious person already, that can be a little bit overwhelming. So if I notice that, this is something I often use with people. So if you want to do it with me here at the moment, if you would like to practice this, you don't have to be particularly feeling anxious at the moment, but you can put it in the bank for later, you know. So what you would do is you would make a note of how anxious you feel or how on edge you feel on a scale of 1 to 10. So you can make a mental note or you might even want to write it down. So, you know, your breathing is fast, maybe your body is a bit tense, there's thoughts racing. So how bad do I feel on a scale of 1 to 10? How anxious do I feel? And write that number down. And once you've got that number written down or you've made a mental note of it, what I would ask the person to do is to put their feet flat on the floor. So you can do that now. If you want to do this along with me, put your feet flat on the floor and sit upright. And when we sit upright, there's a point we can find in our posture whereby our head feels weightless. So if you're leaning forward, you can feel the weight of your head, or if you're leaning to the side. But if you sit really upright, and eventually you'll find a point where the head feels completely weightless. So find that point now. And when you find that point where the head feels really light, almost weightless, just close your eyes down. So closing your eyes down now, and I want you to pull in a very slow, deep breath. So, and hold it. And on the out breath, I want you to think the word calm. So let that breath go now. And thinking the word calm. Great. And I want you to repeat that now, keeping the eyes closed down, a very, very slow, deep breath in. Hold for a moment. And this time as you exhale, I want you to see the word calm on the air in front of you. So just let that breath go slowly now. And seeing the word calm on the air in front of you. Fantastic. And third time's a charm, so just pull that deep breath in. Hold. And as you breathe out, just let the shoulders drop and just feel calm. And you can open your eyes up now. Hello. And just make a note now of where you are on that scale of feeling anxious and on edge. And generally I find people have come down a good way down. So that's a nice little thing you can use in the moment. Now, I'm by no means suggesting that a few deep breaths will cure your anxiety and fix everything for you. But sometimes it's good to have a few little techniques that we can use when something's happening right now and we need to do something about it. And the thing with anxiety is we often shallow breathe when we're anxious. And unfortunately, that's a vicious circle, because if you shallow breathe, you're going to feel more anxious. Your heart's going to beat faster and you're going to feel even more anxious. So just taking control of our breathing and slowing it right down can be really, really helpful when we're struggling in the moment. So I hope that's helpful to you and I hope you can use it in the future. Take care of yourselves and I'll speak with you soon.